Yo, so I'm making, or not making, I made a small little project, a little fun thing I thought of. It's called the Woke Discount Calculator. It's a fun name. And so, like, I don't like woke elements in games. And if I see 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever in a game, then it's either the range goes from I just won't buy the game, or even if I got it for free I might not even play it, to let's wait for a sale. Some games have one tiny small woke element, other games have a shit ton of them. So I thought, you know what, it would be interesting to have like a calculator thing instead of gauging what or when should I buy this game if I wanted to play it, because I don't want to buy games. I don't want to put money in games that has elements I don't want in games. So for example, if there's, let's say, a race swap or a sex swap in a sequel, you know, that can make me feel like, depending on how they do it, I might go like, you know, I'll wait for a 20% off sale or a 30% off sale if the game is good and I want to play it, but it has that negative element. But yeah, because of this I thought, you know, I can make a small website, just shove it on GitHub and put all the elements in, and you know, now we have a bulk discount calculator. So how it works is that there's gonna be a link in the description, or if you're watching it on the website, but yeah, basically how it works is, so if you're watching this on the website, if you're on desktop, on this side there's a field where you put the price of the game, and there's the button called Math Out the Woke. By the way, consider this like, okay, it's called a woke discount calculator, but it has elements in it where it's also a anti-consumer. You could consider it an anti-consumer discount calculator. So like if there's censorship, if there's the developer's been bad, blah blah blah, whatever. But yeah, or if there's DRM, you know, all that stuff. So once you put the price of the game on the side, let's say it's $60. Before you click the button, you should scroll down and you will see a bunch of elements or a bunch of cards, let's say. Each card defines what woke or anti-consumer element there is in a game. Let's say, yeah, the sex swap, race swap, let's say if there's DRM, whatever. There's a checkbox. The first one is by default on, just because, whatever. Yeah, so like check all the things you want, or like you think that you know it's in the game that you want to buy, that you might potentially buy. And after you do that, there's the intolerance rate. So let's go to the same example. They did a sex swap, so a male character became female or vice versa, and you don't like that. So okay, that's in the game, check. Intolerance level, are you like 100% intolerant of this issue, of this negative element? If you're 100%, keep it at 100%. If not so much, you can go 50, 80, 20, whatever. Now below that, so once you've set that up, below the intolerance field, there's the discount field. So let's say for the sex swap element, so we check that, we put intolerance at 100, let's say, and we put the discount at 10%. This is among, let's say, many others, or like 2 others, let's say. So you're done with this card, you check another card, check, do the whole thing again. Let's go with the 100% intolerant and 10% as well. Same for the third one. So basically what's gonna happen is, so once this part is over, you go back at the top, you click the math out the work button, and it'll tell you below what's the total discount rate that the game should have before you buy it, and it'll tell you what the price of the game is at once the discount rate has been applied. So in this case, let's just do the math. Let's do the math easier. I just ticked 2 more elements that the game has. So generally speaking, we got 50% now at the discount rate. I click the button and that $60 became $30, and yeah, that's when I should buy the game at. If you're wondering about the intolerance rate, what happens is, so right now all of them are 100, the intolerance for each element. Let's say I switch all of them to 50% intolerance, but kept the discount rate at 10. So if I click math out the work again, that $60 become $45 instead of 30. So yeah, you'll figure it out. It's just like mashing these two rates together to give you the new discount rate. That's about it. There was like a picture that shows like a bunch of woke elements in games. I just basically took the images and splashed them in this website. Just changed a bit of the text, changed the titles, added my own elements, and slapped on other pictures. If you have any other elements you think is missing from this page, just leave it in the comments below of this video specifically. And if you think maybe there's a better picture I can use for a different element, or an element that can be titled correctly or described in a better way, you can just hit me up and tell me about that as well in the replies of this video. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, I just thought, hey, why not make this tool? It's fun, plus it might be useful for some people. I'll use it myself whenever I feel like it. Plus it's a good, hey, I made a woke discount calculator. Yeah, should be fun. Hope you have fun as well. Yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoy it. See ya. Now where's the stop?